I'm Bill Bradshaw with the Veterans of Foreign Wars in Washington, D.C., and I'm the director of the National Veteran Service. We have a lot of programs from the Kansas City office and the Washington office, and being dealing with the Congress and everything, we have expertise in that area. It's important that people seek individuals and organizations that's been trained, that understand the system before they can help anyone else. So I think that the VFW's credibility in our efforts to assist veterans speaks for itself. We are good. We want the Congress, we want the public at large to understand that veterans' care and benefits is an extended cost to war. We're the people who fought the war. You can't drop us and do away with some of our benefits or reduce benefits in medical care when you deal with the budget of the Department of Veterans Affairs, because we are part of that cost. We are America's heroes, and we expect them to look out for those who have served America well. When you're dealing with Congress to get laws passed and benefits changed, they look at the voting strength that you have. So if you're talking about 20 people or 30 people, there's not much efforts that the Congress is going to do for your cause. But when you're talking about 1.7 million people, I mean, when you're talking about a Ladies Auxiliary with 600,000 or 700,000 people, then that encourages people, the Congress, to listen to your story. And we have to tell a good story. We have to tell a factual story, and that will help veterans. Even though you have better armor for the new troops that we have there are still a lot of people who live today with many injuries, and that's costly. For example, the post-traumatic stress disorder is going to skyrocket because of the close combat and the types of combat they're fighting there. So it's going to be expensive, but that's a part of the cost of war. So we can't say that we have $40 or $80 billion more for the active duty. We're also going to have to program well into the future for those individuals who fought this war. America is what it is today because of its heroes, and that's the veterans. And don't ever forget the active duty, the young men and women who are standing in harm's way. We deserve and we owe them our best.